Thank you, everyone. Welcome to the Duck Pond, where this is going to be a weekly episode, weekly show of my review on a game that I play for 6 days out of the week, 6 days out of the week. And on Saturdays, we'll take a review and how I felt about the game, all that fun stuff. This week's first game for the series, is Borderlands 2. We spun that on the wheel. Borderlands 2 came up, and gotta say, the synopsis of the game is it's basic. I mean, the story is you are what's called a vault hunter, basically where he's looking for a treasure on the alien land of Pandora. You're deceived by a head Jack. He tries to kill you at the beginning of the game, and you're on train. Train gets blown up, and the game starts from there by a little unit called Claptrap, most annoying little thing in the gosh dang world. And now you're just on a mission to get to a place called Sanctuary. Stop Handsome Jack. Vault. Open the vault. Like, stop him from opening the vault. Stop him from getting the treasure. All that fun nonsense. Along the way, you'll meet characters that you could have played as in the first game, such as Roland, who's the leader of Crimson Raiders. There is Lilith, the siren from the first game. Mordecai and Bloodwing. Talk about it in a moment. Bloodwing and Brick. But you're gonna say you're gonna no, things are gonna happen like that. That is the basic storyline of the game. Is to do that general stuff. Is to crash. Is again crash land on a planet. You're on planet Pandora, hunting down this vault, and Jack invites you to the thing. Tries to kill you. Train blows up. Game starts there. Now, let's go with the gameplay on this. That's just a bad joke. On the synopsis, it's a good story. It is a good story. Tedious in places, long, keep going. Like, if you want, there's a bunch of side quests, and I opted not to do the side quests. That's probably what screwed me when I get to where I was at. Was side quests. There is a ton of side quests you can do. An absolute ton of side quests. And some are fun, easy, some are hard, some are just like enjoyably stupid. The enjoyably stupid ones will always be Tiny Tina's. Tiny Tina's missions are absolutely phenomenal. Just because they're wacky, they're crazy, and it's just Tiny Tina. Gameplay. It's your classic shooter, you FPS game. FPS kind of open world because you can kind of go wherever you want in the game. There's like access to different parts of the map, but yeah, it's pretty much an open world. So, got a lot of places you can go, a lot of things you can do. So, I'll say it's an open world FPS. RPG kind of. Well, actually, really RPG. Because you can customize your look of the character with customizable heads and skins for that character that you choose. Because you can start off with four of the beginning. There's the Gunzerker, there's the Assassin, there's the Siren, and then there's the Commando. Now, if you buy the DLC, there's the Macromancer, making a fifth, and then the sixth class, the Psycho. Now, the Psycho's freaking awesome. I've never played a Psycho. I've never gotten that decent. I actually just bought the full DLC the other day for this game. So, maybe on another playthrough in the future, maybe I'll play the Psycho. Now, yeah, that FPS, game mechanics good, basic shooting, fine and dandy. the loads between the levels. Sometimes they can be like instantly and you're in there. Sometimes it takes at least 30 seconds to a minute. But you know what? It is an older game. I God, when did that come out? I'm should have looked that up before I started and figured out when it came out for consoles. So for a game as old as it is, it's done real well. Like it came out a decade ago. It's a little over a decade. It hasn't quite hit 11 years, but it's just a little over a decade. It was in September 2012. So it's just a little bit over a decade old. And I mean, consoles it was on Xbox 360, PS3, yeah, stuff like that. It was on. Couldn't really like handle as much as we can now. So it was kind of cool to see how it has progressed and how it has changed just that little tiny bit. That made my camera worse. I'd do that. Uh, how it's progressed from then to now. Like I said, game was good. You gotta hold the crouch button instead of press it and toggles, and you're like, I'm crouched. I'm no longer crouched, which makes sniping a pain in the rear a little bit. You gotta hold that button, and then you gotta. Okay, that's the shot I want. So it's more of that. But it was something that was easy to get used to after I did it enough times. It was get through, get used to. On my streams, you really won't see me doing it often. But when I did crash down, it's like, okay, I'm sneaking around. They can't see me. Pop up, lock on shot a few times, done. Like things like that is easy to understand, easy to get into, easy to figure out. That's what made that game fun. Is it didn't leave it to like you ain't gonna know what you're doing. The very beginning of the game, here's a pretty basic easy tutorial that holds your hand through it. Really holds your hand through it. And oftentimes I'll hate games that do that. I like games with a tutorial. It gives you basic knowledge of the game and then kind of takes away that like doesn't take away that knowledge, but like okay, here's the basic of basics. Figure the rest of the stuff out as you go. Figure it out. I like that approach. I've also played games where it says no tutorial at all. It's just go. That was good. How do I do this? You're gonna just figure it out on your own. Okay, fine. Been through plenty of games like that. Now, that's just with gameplay and everything. Now, how do I feel about how it aged is a different story. Aged, I think the game aged actually pretty well. I mean, it got ported over to Steam, which is where I played. I played it on Steam. I bought a copy of it on Steam when it was on sale and played it. That's how I played it. And it was honestly a lot of fun. And it aged well. It did age well. Like you could still pick it up to this day and be like, the graphics aren't crap. Graphics aren't crap. The gameplay was good. Graphics are decent, even for a game in 2012. Which is why I'm going to actually bring up. So, the graphics of that game were such a thing of it, like a style for it. That not only did it continue from Borderlands 1 into Borderlands 2, it continued over to Borderlands 3, the pre sequel, the Telltale games, and into Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which just came out like last year, year before. It was the year before it came out. Tiny Tina's came out, and that style is still going strong, and it doesn't look aged. It looks like still the game from 2012, but it's a new game, and it still looks like something from now. And that's what was great about the art style, is it wasn't something that aged really. It should not have aged as well as it did, but it aged good. Graphics stayed on point. They didn't change graphics. It's like, no, this is the style we're going for. That we're staying, and it continued on. Where I could pick up this game, I could barely see a frame of it. Like, I could look over someone playing this on the screen and instantly know that's Borderlands. So it aged fairly well, in my honest opinion. Now, I know some people that don't like the Borderlands series or can't get into it, and that is nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with that. Some games are just not for people. Some art styles are not for others. It's just not for everyone. But for those fans that are out there, and for someone who isn't sure if they should try the game and play Borderlands and try it out if they've never done it before, I would suggest, yes, strongly suggest it. Strongly suggest playing Borderlands. Borderlands 2 is a great one to get into. Don't miss anything from Borderlands. I mean, you kind of do if you don't, because you don't know who Roland, Lilith, Mordecai, and Brick is, unless you played the first game. Now, mind you, I know Brick's after Mordecai. I only got to the Bloodwing fight. That I was underleveled. My guns just couldn't do enough damage. I had nothing I could do. Was continuously getting attacked by the skags. Dive bombed by the bird, and that thing just wipes out most of my health, and the burn damage takes me down to fight for my life. And when you have no skags and enemies around to second wind, it's just you start the whole boss battle. Health. So it got to the pain, and I went, I can't play right now. I can't do it. I can't beat this right now. I don't have enough levels. I don't have enough firepower for it. So I did put it down. I will not say that I'm not coming back to it, because I will come back to it. We'll beat that bird. And I will continue on further. And that is my honest opinion of that. Is if you're gonna play this game, please do some of the side quests. Some side quests, get some levels, get some better, go buy some guns, better weapons, better gear. If you're not going to do that, it if you don't do that, you're gonna have a hard time in the game. If you want a challenge, go ahead, just do the main storyline. Don't do anything else but the main story mission, and you'll go into it really quick, really easy. So, in conclusion, this is a good game. It is a well-aged game. Great gameplay. Great, not completely great story, but a good storyline. A good storyline. Like I said, good storyline, great gameplay, well-aged. Would I recommend this game to others to play? Would recommend this game for others to play. 100% would recommend it. Those who have never played it, or those who are looking to try it, or have watched someone play it and like, maybe I'll play it. Or if you played it once and you're like, I'm not sure if I'm into it, I recommend you try it. I would recommend someone trying it again. And again, this is just my honest opinion. Honest review on it is nothing too big, nothing too small. Just try it out, see what you like, and hopefully you have fun with it. again, thank you. So everyone, thank you for joining me for the first episode of the Duck Pond. I'm gonna put that up there on the next episode. There's gonna be a little label like up here or here that says Duck Pond or something like that. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. And we will be reviewing another game. I am not quite sure about that. We will be spinning the wheel after this video, and we will figure out what the game. And next episode, before we start the episode, we'll have the wheel spun, and we will tell you what the next game is. So until next time, please have a wonderful day, and the first time ever, keep it chill. Bye, everyone.